DPS in the back line. We can see in the crowd right now, the Malaysian fans have showed up in full force for the final day here of the World Esports Championship. So Team Malaysia definitely has the benefit of home ground support on their side.
All the moral supports coming in. This is what we're talking about home buff itself, and hopefully it will definitely boost up the Team Malaysia itself. For the last pick is going to be Esmeralda. I mean, going into Indonesia, right?
Each in the land of Dawn for game number 1. And we are already seeing Skies doing some sneaky business here, stealing the orange buff away. Team Indonesia has no idea.
Comes in just to drag out Yums, but they're going to be able to do so. But goes in for the puncher. Yum survives it out. But at the same time, burning the ground! Lolia gets the full blood! Yes, but this is WEC. We're talking about Team Malaysia right now. Rotation-wise is definitely good. Goes in for the Mighty Swing. Now going in for the Feather Airstrike. Stormy doing some damage. Takes down Weedy! In the hands of Team Malaysia. Not gonna actually be allowed, but goes in for the Tectonic Charge. Goes for the Mighty Swing as well. Stormy takes down Weedy for the double kill right here in the hand.
Can start kicking in on Joe and Kabuki.
A lot of great position comes through right now. Sakis!
He stole it.
Away again!
Skies has been popping off as well against Kabuki, a full level up. Now Yums is coming in to give even more of a hand.
Goes in for the diving composition, last insanity to burst the ground. Goes in for the Tectonic Touch! Yums shuts down Kabuki!
That can punish you quite heavily if you're not careful. Malaysia wants to avoid that and just close out the game ASAP.
A lot of the macro gamings as well as objective in their hands.
Joe could be in a bit of trouble here.
Go in for a fight, Mighty Swing comes through, goes in for the Tectonic Charge. Joe! Shuts down in the hands of Momo!
A run since the Esmeralda has not actually died yet. Maybe some split push pressure would assist. But Aran now in some danger himself.
But Skis comes in! Oh, Pin shut it around, but Stormy able to take down Aran, but it's going to be traded out by Kabuki. Not a good trade comes in because of that overextension.
And now Team Indonesia can take advantage of Team Malaysia trying to play as much of the map as possible. If they can pair people up with Kabuki and land the Hunt of Bone, they can still... Oh, that was a steal. Sky's got the purple right after the turtle
Land
too.
of Dawn, and his name is Sakais right here. Able to steal everyone, but corridors are open. Managed to goes in into the red line right here. Shadow Kill comes in. Sakais shuts down the kill. Great diving composition and seal away the turret for the mid. At the bottom one.
So far, so good for Team Malaysia. Team Indonesia still needs a little bit more time. Kabuki only has 2 items.
Oh, Lolia just picks it up. Sakis takes down Aran. Now goes in for the dash. Going in for the diving. Is it going to be enough though? Unfortunately, Sakis had to back things up. A little bit overextension, but still managed to scare away. But Kabuki with Momo. It's not going to be a really good 1v1, but
Look at
seems
the
that
pincer.
Team Malaysia comes in. Takes on attack with Yums comes through. Kabuki barely surviving out, but it's going to be Momo with the last hit. Shuts down Kabuki.
The movements from Team Malaysia are so controlled right now. They get a kill down bottom, they back off, they connect with Momo.
Barely getting Aran there, but still it's going to be a good zoning. A weapon already been put out, goes in for the dash. Mighty Swing as well. It's going to be Feather Airstrike. Aran takes down by Stormy, and now they goes in for the dash. But this is already enough. Just taking down one player at a time. Discipline comes through for Team Malaysia.
You won't have to deal with another wave, but the Lord is finally connecting, and there is no holy defense.
Holy defense already broken. This is going to be bottom turret in the hands of Team Malaysia already. They want to set things up. Goes in for the dash. Sakais takes down Kabuki. Federasta is already open. Weedy is in the open. Stormy going to do some damage there, but still surviving it out. Stormy had to flicker away to move it, but goes in for the Tectonic Touch. Lolia takes down Aran. Crystal in the loose right now. Just a little bit more. Sakis takes down Weedy. Only left with Yesico. Is it going to be enough? Last insanity! Oh, barely coming alive right there, but still managed to actually give a lot of pressure in the baseline. But here, Joe, all by himself, was tagged out by Momo.
Another wave pushing down bottom. It's a 1v4 defense. Kabuki just came back, but is the damage enough? The crystal is exposed.
Oh, Feather Airstrike. Stormy takes down Jessica, and it's going to be a first win in Team Malaysia!
In dominant fashion. Well for them the first time around, so I am a little bit concerned. The Farsa as well might find herself in a bit of difficulty since there's a lot of dive heroes on the opposite side. One thing that Team Indonesia can play for is their mid lane duo is very strong overall. But looks like Team Malaysia will still go double fighter regardless of the lack of scaling. The Xborg in the gold lane for a second time, which means they want to play hard. Guys is here to clear the wave as much as possible to make sure that Lolil can actually join the turtle fight. So Team Malaysia will just have the direct numbers advantage. Even if Momo hasn't been having a very good time against Iran, they have an Xborg. Indonesia cannot contest here.
Ooh, this is why it is called dangerous. You don't know where they are coming off for the fight. But coming in right now, they picked up Iran, goes in for the punch and missed it out, but goes in, oh, will they for the fight? Goes out, going to stun it off immediately, but can they actually go there? No! Goes, immediately shuts down Iran, and now living off this second turtle in the hands of Team Malaysia. In fact, no matter how much they try to actually tone this down, now going in for the bottom, goes in for the punch, and Momo gets the kill instead, making sure that every pressure is done by Team Malaysia.
But no, they're hiding for the ambush, especially when Iran doesn't have his stacks built up yet.
Goes in for the quad Shadow. Federer is already open, but I think Yums will be able to survive it out. Shadow kills, comes in, one last hit. Dojo takes down Yums immediately, but there's going to be just a little bit of trade for Team Indonesia. But Stormy on the other to say, did you just take Yums? You are in the no man's land, my friend. The kiss comes in, he goes in on, but the airborne comes through, and Stormy says, Joe, you are down!
That Team Indonesia will actually become a little scary the later the game goes, so they're gonna keep pushing it no matter the circumstances.
No! Why did you do that? Now Momo will be able to back things up. Takes down Witty immediately years ago. Yums just down Kabuki with the power to build it, but it's going to be Years kill to actually take down Yums, but that's going to be enough though. 2 kills in the blood of Team Malaysia.
This first lord of the game, and yet another objective goes in the hands for Malaysia without any form of contention.
Away or even break down that last turret coming in before goes into the inhibitor, but goes out right here. Now Joe, just a little bit of danger. Punches come through. It's the case. Takes down Joe immediately.
That is just not worth it. You shouldn't be sacrificing your life to protect your tier 2 like that. There is a lord pushing down bottom. Continuing with the snowball, continuing to threaten every part of the map. Team Indonesia has to stay together to avoid being picked off. And even when they're together, they can't really find anything on the map.
The fact that right now goes in for the burning ground. Can they actually go through? Federer has already opened, but it's going to be Joe who will be able to take down by Stormy. Reload again for the team of Malaysia itself, because they're definitely going to actually not contest it off. They're going to make sure to clear it out. But at the same time, right here, AOG had to be pulled out by Weedy just to survive it out. Even Aaron
might not be enough.
Goes in for the bottom turret, right? This is going to be burst down by the Lord itself. It's going to be opening the door. Goes in for the puncher. Witty, half line, surviving that out. But again, they are being a little bit disciplined. But Joe suddenly out of nowhere at the mid was trying to do a little bit of backstabbing. Nah, Yums denies it. You are not going to allow to do that, my friend.
I mean, as long as he can get out, it's still actually a perfectly viable play here. In fact, it's going to be able to save Indonesia a second tower. If not, I think Team Malaysia could have taken that mid inhibitor as well. Threaten a backdoor victory.
Let's see. Is it going to be a backdoor success? Goes in for the VS strike, but at the same time, they goes in for the last insanity. Somehow doesn't manage to go in, but Yums able to take down Kabuki. Goes in for the AOG. Witty just managed to actually disperse Team Malaysia. But is it going to be enough though? So far, they are managed to actually trade off one player.
Malaysia, they have their front line threaten the jungle, then they come from behind.
Comes in, yes, just down by Sakis immediately. 3 more players to go. Goes in for the puncher again. Joe, have a line still surviving it out, but unfortunately had to back things up for the fountain. Now they're going to actually push in for the turret. Immediately trying to actually make sure that another turret will be opening it up. Goes in for the quad Shadow. Doesn't manage to actually go in for the Shadow kill. Joe just also lost in the midst right now. Doesn't know what to do. Goes in for the last insanity. Lolio takes down Witty. Leaving Aran as well as Joe. 2 more players to go. They are going to lock into Aran. Now Aran will never be able to grab